Hey, good evening. Well, certain videos I don't enjoy bringing to you, but in order to inform you of things that you may actually be experiencing, it's necessary for me to bring certain things to light. Now, I have received and continue to receive a non-stop barrage of vicious, vile, vulgar texts from a woman, which if you saw the texts and I showed them to you, literally tens of thousands of them, you would understand that we're not dealing with a woman at all, but we're dealing with a demon, somebody that doesn't recognize that they are dooming themselves to a hell that they don't even imagine. I don't possibly think that a person in this condition can truly understand just what they're bringing upon themselves when judgment comes. Because see, as I've said, that this system itself, that as you've heard me say in earlier videos, that we vibrate at a frequency, and if you vibrate at a frequency of hate and vile and disgust and vulgar, well, then you're perfect for the appetite of the enemy. There is a harvest of these people as spoken of in throughout all ancient scriptures and through the Bible. Now, this is a harvest because, as we've discussed as well in this Vesica Pisces system, that this is a host body system. And the world itself lures you into these attitudes, that energy. Now, you've also seen this even shown within movies like Monsters, Inc., where the screams of people is what feeds the energy of the monsters. And it's only later in the movie that they discover that the laughs are far more powerful than the screams. Well, this is precisely what I'm saying. Now, I'm telling you this because not just myself, but my family, kids, friends of family, Malia, her family, her parents, people have received these vicious, vile attacks by a single person. Now, I've received thousands of emails from people attacking me. I'm quite used to that. But the amount of energy spent by this individual is truly staggering, making up, I'm not kidding, 40 Facebook accounts, 40 YouTube accounts. Many of you may have already received these attacks from her. So I'm not going to bring her publicly into this, but I will for your protection, because the viciousness of her attacks to you will then go to those that you know, because social networks allows people to see who you know and who your friends are. And so once you disagree with her, or you have an issue, or you admonish her, she'll attack you, as other people have already brought to my attention. The amount of attacks, and they are known to be her because they are the exact same verbiage that she sends me in texts. Literally thousands upon thousands of them. Now, the amount of investment in time from this person, because this person claims to have donated money to the ministry and donated it to my sister, who manages and who has been taking care of everything. As I've always said, I refuse to take donations. I'm not going to take, or ever have I asked, and I never will. Because the message that I'm speaking is far too important to allow it to be tainted by evil such as this. And I'm informing you of this person because it's been made very clear to me that she is extending these attacks to people like you, taking your screen name, finding out who you are, even taking your picture if you have your personal picture up, and running that through Google Picture Match and finding out where your accounts are. The investment of time of this individual is staggering. It is a full-time job. I would say 22, 23 hours a day. I don't even think she sleeps. The amount of evidence that I've saved up, I have an entire hard drive just from this person. But the reason why I'm telling you this is because that level of dedication is what is going to happen in this world. As the evil sets in and the hearts are completely hardened, just like this individual, that anybody that isn't on your side, where I've said that the line is drawn in the sand, anyone that isn't will dedicate their life to evil. That they, the enemy, wants to bring all of you with them. That's his job. And he's doing it incredibly well. And for anybody that wants to say they believe in God but don't believe in the enemy, well, all you have to do is see the text. So I'm also making an entire video displaying all of these texts. Now, this video is going to be made private, but because I believe that this person's mind has reached criminally insane levels. So I'm saying this to you because at this point, I fear for the safety of my family and my own safety. So I'm making this known, and I will make this video known. Should anything happen to me, this video will be made public by my family, and all of her face, everything about her activity, and all the details of her texts, her emails, her harassments of everybody from kids to adults. She doesn't discriminate. She doesn't care. The level of evil to me is almost as though I'm supposed to witness this, because I've been shown this will manifest itself in many more people. And so I'm warning you to expect this, to expect it, and to expect her. And so when you know, like I've said, the only way that you give any validation to somebody like this is by responding. Move on. Do not validate it. They feed off of the energy. So it's like somebody that goes in and shoots up a school and kills a bunch of people because they need attention. The attention that they receive, they don't care whether it's angry back. In fact, they prefer it, as I've been able to prove within all of these texts. Now also, I will be releasing a video just to show you how these demonic minds work. Because see, I released some texts that were completely benign in nature, and I made them public. Now they were so benign, they simply spoke of bread. But I'm going to be showing this to show you that the sickness of the mind of somebody that wants to hate, as I've said to you many times, when we want to hate, we'll find the evil that we're looking for, even if it doesn't exist. So this is where I caution you to protect yourself, that when you're looking for something, you will find it. We are co-creators. We either co-create with the enemy or we co-create with the Father. And in these benign texts that I made public for just a few minutes are now sent back to me by these people, which I will be showing in detail, that they have taken these, where I'm discussing bread, and making accusations and saying, see, it's drugs and it's sex. And it's amazing. Simply asking for bread from my lips becomes drugs. And I show this as I actually write the texts from myself to a separate device. So this is the type of thing, is that I felt that I needed to show who the enemy is and how he reacts. Because Scripture says, be as wise as serpents. And understand that Christ went into the synagogues. He didn't need to go into the synagogues to talk to people. He went in there to bring what he says, bring what is said in the dark into the light. He went into the synagogues to show their hypocrisy, to show their evil activities, to demonstrate it in their response to the things that he was saying. He spoke to thousands out across the river, but he came in just to expose the few Pharisees and Sadducees to make the points of what he was speaking about, of the evils in this world. So that's precisely what this exercise is. That I'm bringing this evil and showing it in the light. It is truly mind-boggling. And I am limited at what I will allow myself to show you in this point in time. But I can promise you that if I showed them to you, it would stagger the imagination. That you can't imagine that such evil exists in anyone. So I've also, as a result of the gravity of the attacks and bullying and harassment of, I'm talking 20 or 30 people that I know, extended family members, the parents of Malia, you name it, she has gone everywhere. So as a result of that, I've been forced to take this to legal channels. So police reports have been filed in her town, and the police did contact her by phone, of which she hung up on them. Here in this local town, I filed, both in this town and the surrounding towns. So the level that this goes, and in response, in order to force the function of the truth to be shown and made known, and to make sure it enters a legal record of this, and because of the damages caused to the business of my friends and family, because she's even gone after their businesses. She's trying to cause havoc and damage. This is not somebody that has a request. Now, with that said, I will be filing litigatory action against her, litigation. She will be sued, primarily to make sure that there is a legal forum at which I can bring all of these texts up and put into a legal record. Because just having them on my phone isn't enough. It's not. They will be brought into the courtroom. Now, I'm going through these things so you don't have to, but she will try to bring you into this fray, because that's what criminally insane people do. So I'm informing you more as a public service announcement, because truly, I don't think I ever imagined that I would witness such vile and hatred and such vitriol, and I'm talking vulgar. For a woman to be speaking this, I doubt that she's even human at this point. And as I've spoken about, many people have sacrificed their ability to even call themselves human. That as the reptilian mind completely takes over, that they truly do become the serpent. I pray for you that you don't have to witness this. I pray that you don't have to experience her, but I'm warning all of you, just in case you do, because she's going after you and many of the people that follow this channel. I will continue to speak these truths, and I pray that I don't ever have to occupy myself with a video like this to you again, and I apologize for that. But certain things must be told, because you should expect these kinds of things, and I believe that the world is going to experience this same activity on a level across millions upon millions of people that we just cannot fathom just yet. So I say these things now so that you'll know when they happen, and they're not so surprising and don't shock you, and you'll know how to handle them. I love you very much, and I'll speak to you soon without all of this tomorrow.